I mean, everybody has their downfalls, and can't say everything's perfect, you know. Wasn't pleased to be, mind you, but I mean, growing up, I just had really good parents, and I was around so many positive people, and it just kind of, I just kind of felt like it was kind of just comes. I really don't know how to explain it. It just kind of comes natural to me to feel that way. It's just my personality.
Well, it's funny you should say it comes natural, because I did an article about them once, and his parents told me that he was just born with this wonderful, positive, sweet disposition. And then David Gassman, who is his running partner, we'll talk about that in a minute, said he credits his parents because he developed this wonderful attitude from the beginning. And we have his parents here tonight. We have Pauletta Feldman and his dad, Maury Weidman. And tell us about that, just briefly. So he was just born with this wonderful disposition, he said.
I think he was. I think Jamie, from day one, has been an absolute joy to be around. His cup is always at least 3/4 full, if not full. And he said to me just recently, he said, we were talking about something, I can't remember what, and he said, Mom, you know, I really don't need anything. I've got everything I can possibly want. But I mean, he lives in a little 2-bedroom apartment on Frankfurt Avenue. He's a 25-year-old college student.
I think you're asking what I wanted for Christmas.
Well, maybe I will. But he's always had that a contentment and about him, and but he's been a joy to
So there's
raise.
just one little story that I always like to tell. When we got Jenny when it was 13 months old.
Yeah, I want to make sure you all understood that. These are special people. They adopted Jamie when he was how old?
13 months.
So they knew the challenges that were ahead.
But when he would be lying in his crib and there would be a thunderstorm, instead of being scared, he'd start rolling around like this and just laugh. You know. So fear, I mean, that's not that Jamie doesn't have fear, but he doesn't have a lot of fear.
I'd be laughing at my older brothers and sisters cry. You guys were afraid of that? No, I love it. Bring more.
And then I always have said that, you know, Jamie just sort of naturally, even when something really bad happens to him, he just kind of floats to the top. You know, he didn't get that from me.
David, you shared these two. The article I wrote was called Bound by More Than a Shoestring. They run together, tied with this double-looped shoestring. And it's just phenomenal. And at the end, we're going to show a little clip so you can see some of these individuals, including them running together. But will you share a little of your experience with Jamie?
Yeah, I was approached about 5 years ago to run with Jamie in a local run for visual impaired runners and to be his guide. So I wasn't sure how it worked. And I met Jamie and his dad over at Airport Park one day, and he showed me. And immediately, I just picked up on that Jamie, his positive attitude that he had that we're talking about. And obviously, he's for those of us that are sighted, cannot imagine the world that Jamie deals with day in and day out. But he's just so positive, and to him, it's not an issue. He's told me before, he said, I feel sorry for someone that couldn't hear, because they couldn't hear music, and they couldn't talk, and they couldn't converse, without even thinking that he's missing anything, which to him, he really isn't. And he just conveys this positive attitude. So when I met him, you know, we started doing runs together, and he's a very good runner, by the way. I'm fortunate to be able to hang with him anymore. As I've gotten older, he's 25, I'm 53, or soon will be, and it's a real challenge for me to keep up with him. I have to have the air to talk to him a little bit too. Tell him when a hill's coming up and everything. And but he's just, I couldn't wait to actually share him with our running group at Airport Park, because he is such a positive person. And many of the runs that we've done, people will come up afterwards or even during the run and always yell an inspiration if it's a looped run that goes out. And you know, keep up the good work, good job. And most runs, he gets a lot of positive comments. And it's kind of like running with the movie stars. So I'm really just kind of along the ride with all these people. But it's very inspirational to see someone that has challenges and just doesn't let the challenges stop them from living their life and do the things that they want to do.
Jamie, you want to share anything else? Because I asked him once for that article I wrote, I said, well, what do you miss about not being sighted? Is there anything you miss? And there was this very long pregnant pause. He couldn't really think of anything, and he finally came up with, well, I guess maybe driving.
Now that it was all gas prices. There were things I did. There sometimes are things I miss about it. Like when I was younger, all my buddies were playing PlayStation, and I wouldn't be able to see what was going on. That'd be kind of, I guess that'd be kind of a downside. I mean, there are little things here and there I miss, but like big picture, really. See, I've never had sight, so I really don't know what to compare it to. You know, if I had it for a long time and then lost it, I'd probably have a whole lot of things to tell you I missed about it. But it's what I know, so I can't really miss something if I haven't known it.
And you've shared before about it, he notices, you know, I think the other senses are more keen, and he has
Yeah.
noticed the smell of rain, little things that
Well,
we
like-
take for granted.
I had to read your article to refresh my memory on this, but I remember one time me and Dave were running, and it was raining outside, and he told me, he said something that we were in the shade or that we were close to something, and I told him, yeah, I think I recognize that. I could smell that it was getting ready to rain, or it had rained, or something like that. And I knew, I knew where we were. And so that's one aspect of it, I guess.
Yeah, I think one of the first times I ran with Jamie, we were at Airport High School's track.
Yeah.
So we walked around the track to kind of warm up a little bit and get the feel of it. Then we took off and started running together. And we were doing a 400-meter one lap around the track at as fast as we could go. So we got to the fourth turn, and I said, okay, Jamie, this is the straightaway, the last turn. He said, I know. And we went up and finished, crossed the finish. So after we finished, I just had to ask him, I said, just curious, how did you just say that you knew that that was the finish, or you counted the turns, or what? And he said, no, I felt the shade.
Yeah.
I thought, what's he talking about? I looked back, and sure enough, the sun was setting over this side. There was a big tree between the track and the sun, so we had gone through the shading patch, which he'd already picked up on the first lap, which I was just oblivious to, didn't realize it. So his other senses are extremely key. And his gift of listening, which is something we probably all don't do enough. But we can be in a crowd of people, and Jamie will intently listen to 3 or 4 conversations. And he is very knowledgeable when he interjects and wants to get into a conversation. He knows what's going on. He picks up on just about everything.
Jamie came to speak to one of my classes once, and someone was talking about how inspirational it is. And he said, I don't know why I would be inspirational. Do you remember that, Jamie? And this girl in the front row started crying. She goes, I don't know why you say that. You inspired me so much. You changed my whole life.
Well, I guess you wasn't doing well in school or something. She's like, you've changed my whole life. I'm like, really? I've only been up for 5 minutes. I'll take it as a compliment, but there's a lot of responsibility on me here.
Okay, I've got the difficult job here because I could spend a whole show, a whole evening with each of these guests. They're all very dear to me, so I hope I get through this stuff right. So, not to diminish the challenges that Jamie faces, but the most stressful things in our lives, research shows, are those things that are unexpected and uncontrollable. We can do nothing about it. And all the rest of my guests are examples of that. So while these special parents chose Jamie, knowing he was blind before he was even a year old, Rich married a woman who already had 2 sons, and then very joyous about the birth of their son, and his son was born, surprise, with cerebral palsy. So I'll let Rich share what that means, and then how you move beyond that struggle.
Well, it certainly is a big change from what you were expecting. There's a little saying that I read once, which really helped me clarify the situation. It was written by Emily Pearl King. And it says, welcome to Holland.